Now, there is always going to come a moment, a time in a chosen one's life when they are going to go ghost. Now, narcissists also ghost people. They can ghost someone. They can, they can show up and then they can ghost somebody. That is, we all know that kind of behavior. But when you talk about a chosen one, that ghosting is going to be different. They are going to remove access. They are going to remove any access from maybe their partners or ex-partners. They are going to remove access from their friends. They are going to remove access from their workmates. You might even sometimes have been in the workplace and you will go ghost. You will be okay. That is not what you want to do. You're just going to disappear. It can be any scenario, but a chosen one, at some point, they are going to go ghost. Now, when a chosen one goes ghost, there is quite a number of reasons as to why they choose to do that. So it might be a result of having been disrespected. It can be also abuse. It can be for so many things. And the reason why they are choosing to go ghost, that is simply because they feel they can no longer maintain or they can no longer handle a certain situation. It is over their limits and they can no longer handle that. So what they will do now, they're going to start removing themselves. When a chosen one goes ghost, it is going to take everyone by surprise. Because you see, a chosen one is a very available person. They are available. Yes, they will be around because, anyway, these are people who, they always show up. You need something, they will show up. Whether it's a friendship, they will always show up for you. It's a relationship, they will show up for you. It's a job, they will show up for you. But you see, it is going to come to an extent where they feel they can no longer show up no more. So it is like probably people have been taking them for a ride, or maybe their own boundaries have been overstepped and they feel like something is missing or something is going wrong or whatever, and they're going to start removing themselves. And normally, when a chosen person chooses to go ghost, they are not going to tell anyone. So they're just going to walk out quietly. It is going to be very quiet, you will not even notice. Now, for a person who has been used to your presence, they are going to wake up one day and you're gone. They will not know how you did it. They will not know where you went. You are going to go off the radar completely. So they might even decide to switch off their phones. A chosen person can go ghost and they can decide to leave the city. They can even decide to leave the country if it's necessary. Those are how powerful those people are. They can choose to leave the city. They can choose to go to the next town. They can even decide to leave the whole country. They may delete all their social media accounts. They may delete all their phone numbers. They are going to go ghost. It is going to feel like they do not exist on this planet. For the people that have been used to your energy, that is how it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like you have been erased from this planet. You know where to be seen. The matter of fact, you were there somewhere. You're just taking time for yourself. Now, when a chosen person chooses to go ghost, they are going to stick to that decision. There is nothing you can do. You cannot beg. You cannot find them anywhere. You cannot send anyone. They are going to choose to go ghost. And they're going to disappear. One of the biggest reasons why a chosen person is going to do this move is, number one, it is going to be necessary if they need to protect themselves. Because you see, you might be dealing with toxic people. You could be dealing with a toxic parent. You might be dealing with a toxic workplace. It can be anything. And you feel something is going wrong. The energy is not right. And you have been in that situation for a while. And you feel getting away is what is going to protect you. Because you see, a chosen person doesn't want to just keep on coming around and fighting. You keep on fighting around with toxic people. they're dragging you in the mud, you're rolling with them and stuff like that. You don't want to be, because that's not who you are. It is not in your DNA to roll in the mud with the pigs. So what you're really going to do, you're going to leave the pigs to get dirty alone, and you're going to get away. That is because a chosen one is doing this to protect themselves. They need to protect themselves. They need to protect their energy. They feel like they are putting too much in that situation and they need to get away. They have got to protect themselves. And when they do that or take that decision, like again, I've said, there's nothing you can do. Okay, there's nothing you can do to come around, to swerve them back in, stuff like that, convince them they will not come back. They are going to disappear. They're even going to go ghost from their own families. A chosen one can also go ghost for the reason that they are going to heal. Okay, a chosen one can go ghost because they are choosing to go to heal. Now they may have been going through abuse. Like again, I've said, it could be any situation, and you've been going through stuff. It has been very emotionally challenging for you, so you are now deciding to take care of your mental health, and you are deciding to leave whichever situation because you are going out there to start doing some healing on yourself. So a chosen one also understands that healing is going to be an inside job. So healing is not going to be something that somebody will help you to heal. Your mother will not help you. Your father will not help you. The people that is around you will not help you to heal. So they understand that healing is an inside job. So is the reason as to why you will see them remove access in some situations, and they're going to go and close themselves off, and they're going to start doing the inner work. A chosen one can also go ghost due to the fact that they are stepping back to reevaluate the situation. Now, you see, a lot of times you hear people talking about gaslighting. When you're dealing with these narcissists, they're always gaslighting you here and there, doing all these funny, manipulative tricks and stuff like that. And the only way to understand what is really happening in that situation is by stepping out of it. Let me say, for example, you could have been abused at work. There could have been things that have been going on behind the scenes. You wasn't pretty much aware of what was happening. You feel the energy is not right. But then it's like you're also gaslighting yourself because these people are gaslighting you. So you're also questioning your own sanity. You think maybe, are you seeing this thing wrong? Are you doing a mistake? Or maybe the manager made something different or your boss made something different. So you're seeing a lot of these things and you're not sure what it is. It is one of the reasons that is going to cause the chosen one. Because you see, something is going to trigger them to step out of that situation and remove access to those people. So they are going to walk away because they need a quiet time alone to be able to reevaluate whichever situation has been going on. They need to go away, step away and reevaluate their work situation. Do they really want to stay in that environment? Is it healthy for them? Are they okay? Are they safe? So if it's a friend, it's the same thing. If it's a relationship, it's also the same thing. The chosen person could have been dating someone, let's say it has been a couple of months, and they're discovering kind of toxic behavior from these people. So they are actually removing access. They are going ghosts and they're walking away. It is going to be easier for them to reevaluate. So when a chosen person says things like, I'm going to take some time alone, they may be polite enough to tell you this, but sometimes they're going to just walk away. But usually they may be respectful and they're going to tell you that they're going to take some time off. So when I was breaking away from the dysfunctional family unit, it is very important, guys. I don't know if I've shared this with you. So I did not know anything about toxic family systems. I did not know those things. I didn't know anything about black sheep. I didn't know who was a narcissist parent, all those kind of stuff. But I could recognize behavior. It was very similar behavior. I knew that this was something I had experienced, I had seen. So I was thinking, okay, this thing seems to be toxic and I need to get away fast. I need to understand what it is. Now, that's when I removed myself from the situation, from that entire family. And then in those coming weeks, I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks, is when I discovered that I was dealing with the narcissistic family dynamic. So it was for me getting away to reevaluate what was happening. Was this the right thing going on? The things that were said, the things that were done, I was trying to evaluate everything. On the way out, that is when I discovered it was an entire net of a narcissistic family dynamic. So that is what actually even pushed me very far away from the system. When I found out I couldn't unsee this, I walked away. A chosen one can also go ghost for a reason that they are figuring out that they need to work on themselves. Let's say, for example, you're a chosen person. You have been involved. There's this group of people you used to hang around. There were some few drinks on the weekends. Maybe you went somewhere out on dinners and things like that. And there comes a time when a chosen person feels like they're not going anywhere in life. They don't feel like they're going anywhere. They feel like they're just going in circles, doing the same thing, repeating the same thing, and they don't understand what is happening. So they may have that feeling of, it's like a feeling of call to purpose. But they also understand that the more they engage in that group setting, they're not going to be able to discover what their purpose is or what their mission is. So they will usually remove, is when now you see a person can tell you things like, oh, I'll not be able to make it this weekend. They may tell you that they're not going to be coming around. There's an occasion, maybe it's a party, I don't know what is going on in the weekend. They're not going to be able to come. And it is going to be the first time you'll hear those people telling you that they're not going to be able to come. And when they do that, believe them, they will not show up. So they are going to go ghost. They are going to disappear from, friend settings and stuff like that. And they're going to go out there, they're going to sit by themselves, spend some time in isolation. They're going to be thinking about stuff, and they're going to be working on themselves. Now, a lot of chosen people have done these moves, and these things have turned out to be very beneficial, because that is exactly where, during that time and period of going ghost, or I could say that moment when they was alone, maybe say isolated from friends and people, family, that is how they was able to discover their purpose. In that moment when you're working on yourself, you are able to understand where the mistakes are. You are able to understand what you was involved with in the first place, where you was heading to, and now you're able to redirect yourself. Because when you start working on yourself, you're able to make some particular decisions to redirect your life to another direction, because you know that wherever it is you was going with your groups of friends, it is not where you want it to be. So you are redirecting your life to find more meaning in life and to work on yourself. So that is also why a chosen person may decide to disappear and go ghost. There may be some other reasons you may be aware of that I don't. Let us know about them in the comment section below. But you are all familiar with the situation. Or if you don't know, you should know this today, that a chosen person is going to choose to go ghost. Drop us a comment in the section below. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Desmos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.